We go. Oh, ooh, I'm liking this natural light. I am live. Hi, guys. I'm live, guys. Happy Sunday. Okay, so I'm here. If you ever see me in any other light, this is my original color. So this is my original color. I am outside, no ring light. So this is me. So anywho, I am doing my hair. I only have 2 parts left. I've been doing my hair outside. Hey, welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my live. I'm Bella of Moments with Bella. So, I have a story for you guys. I decided until my stories are finished, which will take a very long time. Please give me a like if you don't mind. I will appreciate it. But anyway, I decided until my stories are finished. Thank you for the heart. I see. Hello, Indian chef. Thank you for the heart, Indian chef. Can you hit the like button as well? So I decided until my stories are finished, which will probably take a long time. If I'm able, I'll be telling the story on Sunday. I'll be telling you my embarrassing stories on Sunday. Thank you for the like. I see ya. So you're the one. You're the only one here. So, anywho, I'm liking this light. Outside is really nice. Natural light is always the best. Yeah, more than the ring light. So this is my real face. So this is my real face. So anyway, I'll be telling you guys stories. Stories, like Mr. Fantastic says. Stories. Matter how is it that the time on live runs so fast? So this is the way I stretch my hair, by the way. If you are a lady and you see this live, this is the way I stretch my hair, and then after this I will then style them the way I want. But this is the first process before I style. So I've been out here on Sunday afternoon just enjoying being on the porch, enjoying this Sunday. So I'll get to it because maybe it will get dark, but it won't get dark because it's summer over here. But I'll get to the story just in case we are also about to eat. Maybe I'll be done then before I start eating. Huh. You've seen my title, ne? I wonder what comes to your mind when you see this kind of title. Was I an alcoholic child? Was I? Do I look like I was an alcoholic child? I could I could be.
Food will take another 45 minutes.
Food will take another 45 minutes.
Look, she emptied this all by herself.
Oh my god. Look at this husband. Yeah, he's accusing me of. I don't even drink, guys. I don't drink. But okay, so let me get to the story. Hey, welcome to the live. I'm just about to get to the story. I hope you read the title. Please give me a thumb up if you don't mind. I will appreciate it. If you are on your cell phone, you can just double tap the screen on your phone. That will give me a thumb. Oh my gosh. See who's here. I'm not telling my story. Bran is here. Brad is here. I'm not telling this story no more, guys. Sorry, story's changed. Hey, Bran. Thank you. Hi, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome to the channel. I'm happy to see you all. I see 2 likes, but I see 3 people. Please give me a like. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show, just for Bran. That was for Bran. So, let me get to this story, guys, before this live is too long. I see it's already 5 minutes and we haven't. And, um, it's too long and I don't say anything yet. So, anywho, I grew up in a family of 8 children, but it hasn't always been 8. There was one, and then there was two, and then was three, and then there were 8. Okay. I actually sometimes say 9 because my older sister had a kid and my mom raised her and she knew my parents as her parents. So, and she's to us just like a sister. So I would maybe say I come from a family of 9 kids because she's the same age, not same, around the same age as my other sister. So you would think they follow each other. But for formality's sake, I would say 8 children. But of course, we were not allowed to drink alcohol as kids. No parent. And then also in our culture, we make our own alcohol. We brew our own alcohol. It's called, the most famous one, it's called Otombo. Otombo is made with sorghum. Sorghum is a millet. So it's a kind of millet, and then they soak it in the water and mix it with sugar, and it ferment overnight, and voila. I think it doesn't really have a high level concentrate of alcohol in it, but it is alcoholic. Okay, it is alcoholic, and it can get you drunk, but you really have to drink a lot of it to be drunk. And then at home, we make another drink that is served to the kids, that is served to the visitors when they come. It's called oshikundu, and but otombo or tombo. Let me write it in the comment. Otombo or tombo, as people call it. That's the easiest of how people call it. Otombo um, is being sold at cooker shops. But apart from otombo, we also make schnapps, like this liquor. You know, schnapps. I don't know if everybody knows them as schnapps, but in our area or in my country, we call them liquor. And for people from my area, they are called Ovambo liquor or Ovambo liquor because of the tribe that makes them. I am from this tribe of Awambo. And since Awambo were making this schnapps or this liquor, it was just, I don't know who named it Ovambo liquor, but then it became Ovambo liquor. It's a liquor. Like if you know schnapp, those um, distilled alcohol, that's the process. They do it exactly like that. They distill it, and my mom used to make those. So apart from Otombo, we also then make these schnapps. These schnapps are like real schnapps that you can buy in the store. Eh? And then there's also other kinds of brewed things, alcoholic things that are sold at the shops, or it's not bars but cooker shops. I think that's the right name when it's just a small thing or small little building and there's only one or two alcoholic beverages sold there. So as a kid we were not allowed to drink those at all, although sometimes um a parent would give, like in a cup, okay, like this cup, maybe a small thing like this, they might add water or they might just give a kid this just to taste. But you were always strictly told not to drink this. It's only for adults. And then during my time when I was a kid, we didn't really question things. Like, why? Like nowadays, kids will be like, why? But you're drinking it. Why? You might have those questions, but you don't ask them, you know? So, if you listen to my previous story from, I think, last Sunday, I told a story of how I used to really enjoy being sent on errands, because for me, when I'm sent, it's kind of like my little adventure. It's my own little adventure. I go, sometimes I even used to talk to myself. So I really do enjoy um, going, being sent on errands. So this time, my dad was at home. My dad worked away from home, where he will only come home sometimes. I don't know how many times, maybe twice in a month or once in a month or so. But this time he was at home. And apart from me liking to be sent or enjoying being sent on errands, I also go and come back, and I bring what I was sent without mixing them up or confusion or whatever, or cheating or anything like that. So anywho, this time it was not only this time. My dad used to send me a lot, or my mom or somebody, and this drink was served to people, especially like when you have visitors and you don't have the normal house drink that is made for the house. You can also send for a drink for your visitors. So this time my dad sent me. No, it was not the only time, but this time, when he sent me, I went. It wasn't really far from home, this cooker shop. I went there, and then they also sell a mild drink called a praka. Called a praka. A praka is almost made like the drink that we drink at home. So the seller usually give a small cup to a kid. Just, I don't know, for good measure. I don't know why. Because usually, even when you are sent to buy something, he might give you a piece of candy or he might give you something else. The seller just used to give kids something that came to buy stuff. So that's what they used to give to kids, the mild thing. But me, I went, I bought. I did this quite often. I bought, and then I had a 2 liter bottle. I don't have a bottle here, but picture you have a 2 liter, maybe a Coke bottle. But yeah, whatever bottle you have, but I had a 2 liter bottle. So I went and I bought, and there was, you might say, a pond of water. I don't know how these are called actually. We have them a lot in the north. Ondobe, for those from my language or who speaks my language, it's called ondobe. There's a ondobe, or a pond of water, where the water gathers after it rains. So after I left the cooker shop at distance, I drink. I think I took a sip or two. And then I was like, I might take another one. And then before I know it, it's no longer full like here. It is somewhere there. But I'm like, I can't take it home like this, because um, the cups, they used to sell it in a cup. Back then, I think it was 20 cent or whatever, or 50 cent per cup. And the 2 liter takes exactly 2 cups of however they used to measure it in. So I know my father knows that the 2 cups fills this 2 liter. So it's not cups as in measurement, as in cup. It's just the cup they used to measure those days. So, and I'm like, okay, now it's not full anymore. And I know that my father would not think that the lady gave me a, a thing that is not full. So I drink, and then I fill it with water. I fill it with water and I go home. So it has been happening quite a few times. But and then my dad went to the same cooker shop after, in the late afternoon, went to the same cooker shop. And then I think he was like, but this thing tastes different from the one I collected in the morning. I sent my daughter to collect in the morning. How come? The one I it was like the one I sent her was a little bit it tasted diluted. That's how it tasted, diluted. And the lady was like, I didn't add water. Because sometimes some people would add water to make it more. I didn't even add water. I wonder what happened. So my father was, and it wasn't my father. And then the lady was like, maybe this kid did something. I was mischievous like this. So the next time I went, and then the lady followed me, and I did the same thing. I took a drink, I sat a drink, and then she watched me refill the bottle or fill the bottle up with water. So I don't know. Maybe my dad just used to think, it just maybe the brew just didn't mature enough. Maybe that's why. And then it took time in the late afternoon it mature where it tastes. That's why maybe it tastes different. So one day when my dad went back to the cooker shop, the lady said, Tante France, I got your daughter. She would go there at this pond and she would drink and then add water. But I'll go home and I drink. And then I just find myself a shade somewhere and lay down and sleep. So maybe my father would say, maybe she's tired from running there and back. Or my mom would think she's tired from running. I was drunk. Meanwhile, I was drunk because I was a kid. A little bit will just make you drunk because your brain hasn't matured or whatever. I was, I think, between the age of six, 6 and 8. I wasn't older than 8 or so. My dad found it funny. He came home. I think the next day he asked me, and I didn't deny it. Usually I wouldn't deny things. I just said yes. My father found it funny. He was laughing. He thought I was very clever. It is a very clever thing to do. My mom didn't find it very funny. She said I should not do it again. If I do, I'll have to collect. I'll be whooped. So that was my other kind of drink. Now, my mom used to make this schnapps. Remember, I told you they also make liquor. My mom used to make this schnapps. These schnapps are really strong, né? And when the man drinks it, they drinks it in a small bottle. Like I do have a bottle here, but because we didn't have those schnapps shots, we don't have those shot glasses. They use a bottle cap. That's how they measure it. They don't just drink it because it's very, very strong. If you ever watched, or if you ever tasted this schnapps, they are very, very strong. So my mom used to make those to sell. And again, the kids are not allowed to drink it. But after the good ones came out, there comes things that are just like water, maybe just water running out. Maybe then she will give us those to taste, but they are not nothing at all. Hangutiwa omachacha. Yeah, omachacha. So she used to make those and then she sell them. So she had like bottles. Um, in Namibia, we have this wine called Tassenberg, Epunya Punya. By the way, look who I'm watching on live. Naomi here is on here. And so I'm watching her on my phone while I'm doing my live. Small YouTubers supporting YouTubers, other YouTubers. So, anywho, my mom used to make those. But before I go there, let me tell you, I was a very quiet child. I'm still quiet, but now I do talk like I'm talking now because I don't see you guys, or I see two people, but I don't really see you. So that's why I'm not shy. But I was very quiet. And so, because I was very quiet, people do not suspect me at all. Plus, I didn't really do anything terrible except my mischief like this. So, baby, your volume is loud. I'll be repeating myself here.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay, I'll be done. So we'll be eating in half an hour. So anywho, um, my mom will make this, and then she will hide them. Yeah, she will hide them maybe from us, or she will hide them. Yeah, if my dad is at home, he would drink some maybe, and he won't pay. I don't know why the reason she hide them. My dad was not always at home. He was away from with work. So we have a storeroom. Um, I don't know how do I explain this. We have big, not barn. It's not a barn. It's like a storage thing where we put all our grains. The big one, Oman. But then at your storage room where you take everyday food, you have a small basket, woven basket, a chungu, or a drum. So we have those at our storage room. So my mom will bottle her liquor because she will sell them. She have her own measurement. She won't sell the whole bottle, except maybe somebody want to buy it to go and resell it. So she had this 750 mil. Is a Tassenberg bottle 750, or is it a liter? I don't know. I think between 750 and a liter, like the big one. And then she put them deep in the grain. And me, you cannot hide anything from me at all. But I don't think my mom knew. But I just enjoy finding stuff when I was a kid. I think it was like my little game that nobody knows. You know, sometimes in the village, parents will lock up their rooms and they'll hide the keys. My satisfaction is only to go and find the key, only to go and find the key. And then just so long I found it and I know where it is, that was my little treasure hunt, you know. So things like that, I just want to know where things are. I won't take them, but I just want to know where they're hidden. So I don't know. I wasn't really looking for these schnapps, or was I looking for them? I have no idea. So I went to the storeroom, and then I went into this storage basket where they have the grain, and I dipped my hand in there. There's another story that I might tell you one later concerning me going into this storage basket, and and then I feel the bottles in there. It was for me like I found a treasure. I found something that, yeah, I was not supposed to find it, but I was like, imagine. I don't know why I went in there, and then I felt them. I think they were about four. I'm like, now schnapps are like crystal clear, like water. Between schnapp and water, you cannot differentiate except when you taste. They're just as clear as water. Guess what? I There were, I think, 4 or 5 bottles there. I started taking a little sip from each one, and then put them back. Like this, just small, small. And then I come back the next day. My mom will maybe take one bottle out and go and sell it at the cooker shops. So I go back, and then I realize, no, if I keep doing this, the volume will go down. I started adding water. I started adding water again. So I started adding water. But then I get so tired quickly because you only need like now I only need like 2 sips of that schnapp, and I fall asleep even right now as an adult. So I don't go anywhere. I just fall asleep. Now, my mom was also, and up to now, she's still very clever. You cannot fool her twice. You know how the kids were. We always try things and think that we are hiding them from our parents or come up with little sneaky ideas or sneaky plans and things like that. Like hey girl, I saw your live ending. I was just here with the phone. I was like, look, I'm watching Naomi Hills, small YouTuber supporting small YouTubers. you know. So then I saw your live ended. I'm talking about how I used to steal alcohol as a kid. So, anywho, my mom was that clever. You cannot fool her twice. And as kids, we were always like, especially when you want to steal sugar. Sugar we do steal. I can confess openly, I used to steal sugar. Every kid stole sugar because the parents would just not give us sugar. So that one we'll steal. And then we will have tricks of maybe I'm wearing my brother's shoes because in our village there is no floor, it's just sand. So you always leave your footprint or your, yeah, you always leave your footprint. You don't want your footprint to go where the sugar is hidden and come back. And then the footprints were also something very significant around that time, even up to now. Me, I know people's footprint. Even when they are wearing shoes, I know how they step. That ah, Naomi step first with the heel. The heel is the one that is pushing down on the ground more than the front part. We just know things like this. So you would rather wear somebody else's shoes to go and steal sugar or meat in the pot, or you walk backward so that your feet don't look like you went there, but explain how are your feet coming from the pot, but there's no feet going there. Something like this, or you will go backward and then you still come back, you are stepping on your footprint, so there's only one set of footprint. You did all these tricks, but then the parents always found out. So how my mom found out that I was drinking the schnapp and adding water, probably, and really think about it, I don't know how many bottles I ruined because I basically diluted them. I just diluted them and probably ruined her business. How she found out, I don't know. So she caught me and she found me sleeping. And the most problem is I was very naughty. I was naughty, Naomi, but I was naughty but so quiet. You cannot suspect that I'm the one. If there were noisy people, you say, this one is the mischievous one. She did it. But Nani is just a quiet person who did that. So anyway, she called me. Yo, guys, I collected nice that day. And I think that was the last time I did it too. I was whooped. I was whooped. And I remember that day, she didn't beat me with a small branch. Usually, she will even, parents, she will even send you to go and get your own branch, how you want to be whooped. Kata, go and get your own stick to go and be whooped with. Yes, my mom used to sell liquor. She make them too. Yeah, she make them too. Yeah, she hasn't done it. I think she still do. She still have the equipment. Yeah, she did. She did them because I brought one for my husband. Mama made liquor from fruits. Yeah, they only made them from fruits. Yeah. So you'll be lucky if you are sent to go and get your own stick. So then you can decide, should I bring the big one? And if I bring the big one, maybe she will feel sorry for me, so she won't use it. If I bring the small one, maybe she'll go and get her own then. So you always have this fight going on. Which one should I bring? But that day, maybe this will be your choice. We have like when you plant maize, that thing that will remain, is it a stalk? I think it's maize stalk. That one they also beat the kids with. But we have now mahangu from the millet. So that is the commonly used. Or they use a cooking stick. You don't want a cooking stick, or the cooking stick head. Or a belt. You don't want a belt. Or you want a tree branch or small branch from the tree. Oh, but those one, they both heads. So I don't know. Somehow, when you are being whooped so many times, you kind of negotiate your pain, which one is better. So, anywho, that day she did not use any of this. What you don't want is the cow skin. Um, the women from our culture used, no, not use. They do wear belt made out of cow skin, and this belt, especially the women that give birth, after you give birth, you always wear this. It's used for that, to hold your stomach in, and then it's also used for just to enhance your outfit. This one. Now this belt is, it's almost like this slim belt they use sometimes. It's like a big here around your waist, and then it goes as it comes together here on your waist. It become a bit smaller, so it's like, yeah, and then it has strings. It has like strings hanging down. Those thin strips. Ha! Those ones. But then they use this belt to whip us also, to whoop us or whip us or beat us or whatever. So you pray she does not send you in her sleeping room to go and collect it. I found it even a big, big punishment when they send you to go and get it yourself. When they send you to go and get it yourself. So she probably sent me, but I can't remember if she sent me to go and get it. Ah, I collected. That day I was whooped, my friend. Whooped so good that I don't think I ever done that again. Or maybe she found a different hiding spot and I was just not interested in finding them, or what. Oh, but yeah, that was my alcohol story. But now, apart from that, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I did not go out and drink. And even when I became of age and I went away for school, because I went to a boarding school where some people go out and put their money together. Students, they will put their money together and buy a drink and share it. I never done that. I was quite boring, to be honest. Maybe I'm still boring, and so I didn't do a lot of things that other kids did or other youth did. So apart from those my mischiefs at home, I was quite obedient, to be honest. I was quite obedient. So until I grew up, and then, of course, I grew up Catholic. But then in high school, in my last year of high school, I became a Christian. And those Christians, they tell people you should not drink. So I just really never drink again, apart from when I was a kid. And so I really just didn't drink. But at home, when I was a grown young teenager or whatever, or up to kind of like a young adult, around Christmas or whatever party, there will be some alcohol. But I always found beer to, I don't understand why people drink beer. So alcohol was never a choice, not a choice, was never an indulgement for me. So since we were not allowed to drink, and then I became a Christian pretty early in my youth, I really just never become like a drinker. Even at home, you say, I'll be drinking. Yeah, when I was working and I'm on my own, I would one time maybe buy a bottle of wine, but that would be really like once in a blue moon. After then, I discover that really Christian can drink is not a sin. You are not going to hell because you are drinking alcohol. And plus, the Bible really never said don't drink alcohol. If you are if you are on a live and you don't drink alcohol, please, the Bible didn't tell you to not drink alcohol. The Bible did say do not get drunk. Only talk about getting drunk of wine. And it's not even really in the sense of I'm tipsy at home. It is a different kind of drunk. Wow. Wow. But anyway, today is Sunday, guys, and I'm outside, so I should not be making noise. It's forbidden to make noise for your neighbors on Sunday. It's very quiet, and I love it. So, anyway, that was my alcoholic stories, and yeah, I never drank really. I never really become a drinker. Not even like I'm not talking about people that drink every day, but just I was not really like a drinker. I never went to a club. I never, what else? I don't even know how it is like inside the club and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but when I was young, I think I did this out of curiosity, like why can't I drink it? Yeah. Just like why can't I drink it? Yeah. So anywho, that was my mischievous story of how I used to be sneaking drinks. I have a lot of mischief stories, guys. I'm sure you all do too. So, but that was my thank you. Thank you very much. So that was my stories. I have more. I have one coming up next Sunday, guys. Stay tuned. If time allow, if I'm able, on Sunday I will be telling stories either on live or I'll just post a video. The next one, if I remember, will be maybe the last time I try alcohol or when I gave up drinking alcohol. Like, you know, yes, I did not grow up drinking, but even when I was become a grown up, I would taste it here and there. But then when I become a Christian, I was told Christians don't drink alcohol. So, but yeah, so I will tell you that story of how I came to the final decision of now that I give up completely drinking alcohol, which I was not really drinking anyway. Oh, I have a lot of mischievous stories, but some of them are quite embarrassing. I don't think I want to tell them, but we'll see. So it is 37 minutes already. So I thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching that we're here. I hope you enjoy my little story. If you do let me know. I know somebody applies. They said it was a nice story, but if you come to watch this video later, let me know if you like my story or I should do more of my story. Yes, I do have a lot of stories, not just the funny stories, but other stories as well. You know, a lot, lots and lots of stories. So I thank you for that. Thank you for hanging out. I'm not as now that I told it, I'm not as embarrassed as I was thinking about telling it. I was like, I even asked my husband, "Do you think I should tell people my alcohol stories?" And he was like, "Yeah, tell it." So, anywho, and I'm on my last braid. So this is how I straighten my hair when I don't really do it with heat a lot. So I'm on my last braid. This is just to stretch my hair without heat. So Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful week ahead. I hope your Monday is not blue. And if you don't want your Monday to be blue, just wear a colorful outfit. Just wear a colorful outfit tomorrow. So when you are tempted to be blue or to be moody, you just look at your outfit and it will brighten up your day. So wear yourself a colorful outfit and then give yourself a bright Monday. On that note, don't go and be stealing schnapps. Goodbye.